Welcome back, Tiger sports fans, for another episode of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm your host, Margaret Bookert.
And I'm Griffin Albright, and we have a lot to get you caught up on after another busy weekend of DePauw sports.
The football team took down Kenyon 58-35 in their final game of the regular season. Quarterback Nathan McCahill played a great game, leading the Tigers offense with 313 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. The Tigers are now 5-1 in conference play and are tied for first in conference with Wabash College. This weekend, DePauw hosts Oberlin College at Blackstock Stadium.
The men's soccer team ended their season on a 4-0 home win against Hiram. Senior Brady Bell scored the team's first 2 goals, and the Tigers added on 2 more before the final whistle. The team finished the season with a 6-7-5 record. This game also marked head coach Brad Hodder's final game. He coached DePauw for 15 years and led them to a record of 160, 69, and 40 in his time here.
The women's soccer team also shut out Hiram at home this weekend. They won with a final score of 3-0 and clinched a number 2 seed in the NCAC tournament. The Tigers finished their regular season with a 10-4-3 record and are competing in the conference tournament this week.
The field hockey team completed their undefeated conference season with a 1-0 win over Denison at home this weekend, which secured them the number 1 seed in the NCAC tournament. This week, they defeated Allegheny in the semifinals 2-1 and will host Ohio Wesleyan for the conference championship game this weekend at Revis Stadium.
The volleyball team lost their final 2 home matches in 3 sets to Transylvania and Washington University. The team finishes their regular season 9-15 and will travel to Wittenberg this weekend to play in the quarterfinals of the NCAC tournament.
The men's cross-country team finished second place in the conference championship meet this weekend, beating every team except Oberlin. The team had 5 all-conference runners and were led by individual conference champion and NCAC runner of the year, Jacob Kissling.
The women's cross-country team also finished second place in the conference championship meet this weekend, falling only to Wittenberg. The women finished with 8 all-conference runners and were led by Meredith Serpina's 4th place finish. Freshman Amzie Mainbrook also won the NCAC Newcomer of the Year award.
The men's and women's swimming teams both defeated Bethel this weekend in their dual meets. They are back in action next weekend, racing at the Davenport Quad Meet in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And lastly, the men's basketball team lost their first game this weekend to Ball State by a score of 60-87. This weekend, they travel to play Albion College in a scrimmage.
Lilly Harris from the field hockey team was kind enough to sit down with our very own Charlie Johnson to discuss their successful season.
All right, thanks, Griffin. And Lilly, thank you for taking the time to sit down with us for a little bit and talk about field hockey. So my first question is you guys had an awesome win yesterday against Allegheny, and I know you had a goal yourself. So how's the team feeling, do you think, overall after that win, going to the NCAC, like the finals?
Yeah, that was a great game. It was a really hard game as well. Like, Allegheny's a really good field hockey team. And going into the 4th quarter, we were tied 1-1. So, like, we really had to dig deep to finish strong. So, yeah, the team's feeling really good.
That was a really good game. It's cool to see. But I know you guys also have a new head coach this year.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think she's integrating into the team?
I think she's doing a great job. I mean, like, she's done a great job with, like, leadership with the team, and especially because she's on her own. Like, we don't have an assistant coach or anything. But we've had Bridget Driscoll helping us with this season, so that's been really nice. And we have this other girl who's working with us as well. Her name is Emma Shea, and she works with, like, the church in downtown Greencastle. So, like, she's been getting some help as well. But, like, Coach Shags has done a great job, and, like, not only is she a coach, but she's also a friend. Like, she does a really good job listening to us as well.
That's awesome. So outside of the NCAC tournament, do you guys have any bigger goals for the season? Like, if there is a chance they make the NCAA playoffs, do you guys have any bigger goals?
Right. So if we win this game on Saturday, we'll make the NCAAs, which would be super cool. And, like, at this moment, we're, like, currently making DePauw history because the field hockey team hasn't done this well in, like, 10 years or plus. Like, we have not gotten this far in a really long time. So I think this moment is just, like, really special to us. But, yeah, the next step would be, I mean, obviously winning our game Saturday, but if we go beyond the NCAAs.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what do you guys think in general are your greatest strengths and weaknesses as a team, and what have they been this season?
I would say that our greatest strength, like, as a whole, would be, like, drive. Like, I feel like we all really have that grit and, like, that will to win. So that's really nice, and I feel like everyone really brings it, especially on game day. Like everyone is really working hard, so like it's really nice to see that. And I would say our biggest weakness as a team would be focus. We lose a lot of focus during practice, which isn't great because you practice like you play. But I think it's good to have those like fun moments as a team. Keeps things light.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you, Lily, for taking time to sit down and talk with us for a little bit. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Lily, for taking the time to talk with us.
And that'll do it for this episode of Tiger Sports Nation. Once again, I'm Griffin Albright.
And I'm Margaret Bookert. And as always, roll Tigs.